Now, for this exercise on the inner healer, we'll begin with a brief relaxation before we move into the imagery itself. So, resting in a comfortable place with support for legs and neck, begin by focusing on your breathing. Just watch the breath as it comes in through the nose, to the head, down the windpipe, into the lungs. Let your abdomen expand as you breathe. Let your body gradually become quieter. You can improve this quiet, relaxed state by going through the muscle groups, starting usually at the top of the head, around the forehead and temples, noticing any tightness, letting it go, letting it dissolve. Move down the face into the big muscles of the jaws. Let any tension there fade away, disappear. Breathe it out. Move down the back of your head and let your attention flow down the neck. Let any knots in the muscles of the neck untie or dissolve. Let the throat relax. Put some focus on the point where the neck joins the back. Move your head and neck a little if you need to. Notice any tightness in there, in the upper back. Imagine the relaxation penetrating into all the muscles of the back. Let it can relax, get more and more comfortable. As the relaxation flows across the shoulders, into the shoulder joints, begins to go down the arms. Let the arms start to get more comfortable. The relaxation continues through the elbows, into the forearms. If you have your forearms resting on your thighs or on arms of a chair, imagine they're beginning to get rather heavy, warm and comfortable. Nothing to do but notice. Allow the relaxation to continue. Flowing through the wrists, into the hands, into the thumbs, into the fingers one by one. The fingers may want to move. You may find the palms of your hands getting warmer. You might feel a tingling in your fingers. That's fine. These are all signs of relaxation. Now you may find that your back has begun to relax further. And you can move down the back, as it were, and around the rib cage, but even between the ribs, letting the rib cage expand. Letting the breathing get easier, perhaps slower. A feeling of comfort now extend all around the upper body. Chest, the neck, the head, the face, the arms and hands. And continue on down into the lower back, buttocks. The lower area of the body now get heavy, warm. The abdomen comfortable and warm. The relaxation spreading or streaming down into the legs. Let the thigh muscles relax. Pass through the knees and notice whatever you can feel in the calves. Let those muscles too relax. Nothing to do, nowhere to go at this moment. Just enjoying the increasing feeling of quiet and comfort. As you go through your ankles, into your feet, follow the relaxation from the heels along the feet to the toes. Toes may move, Feet may feel heavy. Perhaps with practice you'll find the feet also, like the hands, will begin to get warm. It's a sign of effective relaxation. So scanning the body from the feet right up the legs, trunk, neck and head and face, arms and hands, all somewhat more relaxed, more comfortable, more quiet, more content just to be. We can deepen this by going down in an elevator. Imagine an elevator, imagine a door near to you. Press a button to open the door, you step into the elevator, the door closes. Push another button to go down to the ground floor and count yourself down from 10 to 9 to 8 to 7 to 6 to 5. Very slowly and securely going down to 4 to 3 to 2 to ground. The door opens. Leave the elevator. Find yourself in a corridor or room. Make your way to your healing room somewhere nearby. When you find the door, let yourself in. Close the door behind you, and there you are in your familiar healing room, noticing the colours, the ornaments, the books, the pictures, the plants, the furniture. Find your way to your comfortable chair. Stand for a moment looking at it, knowing that as you turn now and sink into it, what you imagine doing, all remaining tension will be drained away from you. You'll be very secure, very comfortable in this healing place when nothing can bother you or worry you. And just pause a moment now to enjoy being in that place. Now from here, we can go in many directions. For this exercise, we're going to imagine visiting an inner healer. To begin this, imagine going to a door at the corner of this healing room and letting yourself out. There you find you're in a lovely country scene. You go down some steps. You find a trail, perhaps a beaten mud path that you can walk along. Imagine it's a sunny day, warm, pleasant, a light breeze, some clouds in the sky. Imagine that you feel wonderful as you walk along, noticing all the scenery, listening to sounds, perhaps birds in the distance. If you look closely at the grass, the long grass, you might see wildflowers in there. You even hear the bees buzzing round from one flower to another. Make your way along this path, enjoying it, noticing some trees in the distance that you appear to be going towards. And eventually, see yourself reaching this grove of trees, this forest. As you move in under the trees, you may notice it's cooler in the shade. You might hear a brook, a stream running. Find that the path goes along parallel to the shore for a while. Eventually, this track comes to a clearing. Have a log somewhere in this clearing that you can go to now and sit down on. So you sit there, wondering what's going to happen next. And an animal appears at the other side of the clearing. I don't know what the animal will be, but you will know. It might be a deer, it might be a rabbit, it might be a lion. Whatever it is, it's not threatening, it's friendly. Allow it to come towards you. Don't worry if you just feel that you're making it up. That's just fine. This animal can be whatever you like. Ask its name. Greet the animal guide, because this is a guide that's going to take you to your inner healer. Tell it your name. Perhaps touch or stroke the animal if that's appropriate. Ask this animal, will it lead you to your inner healer? It agrees. Get up off your log and follow it along the path which now extends deeper into the woods to another, larger clearing that you eventually reach. Notice how you come into this clearing. Notice its characteristics. It's surrounded by trees, but there's some clear ground. There's perhaps grass, lawns, perhaps a garden, maybe a well for water somewhere in it. Over to one side of the clearing, however, there's a dwelling place. You can imagine that however you like. It could be a hut, a cave. It could be up on stilts. It could be at ground level. However you see it is fine. Make your way now to that dwelling place, which is where your inner healer lives. Knock on the door or call out respectfully to make your presence known, and stand back a little and wait for your inner healer to emerge. I don't know what the inner healer will look like for you. It's different for everyone. It might be a human figure. It could be a wise old person, male or female. It could be an animal. It could be a spiritual or religious figure. It could just be light. Doesn't matter what. Any critical thoughts you have can be allowed to drift away. You just welcome whatever comes. Now greet this being. Thank it for coming. Give your name. Say how pleased you are to be able to meet your inner healer. The two of you may wish to go to a bench or a log nearby and sit down on it. Once you've studied one another for a while, you can tell your healer what it is you are here to find out. You can bring to this being any problems that you have. If you have physical condition or disease, you might ask the inner healer about it. You might ask, for example, is there any meaning for this, any reason why it happened? Perhaps an even better question is asking, what do I need to do to help myself? What shall I do to get back in harmony with myself, with my world? You may have other problems in your life, not necessarily of a physical nature, that you would like to ask about. Problems about relationships, about work, about your state of mind, your anxiety, depression, feelings of pointlessness. Anything that's bothering you, you can bring to your inner healer. So take a moment now just to let such questions emerge in your mind. Imagine putting them to your inner healer. And you may find that you're getting answers, either as words from the inner healer or something coming up into your awareness, perhaps from a deeper level of consciousness. Answers may come or nothing may come, particularly as you do this for the first time. Just enjoy the communion in any case with this being, which is part of yourself, resident in yourself. You might finish by asking, what shall I do with the rest of my life? What am I meant to do? And again, pause for a moment or two. See if any knowing comes to you of what's right for you and what is not. Now, when this exchange is finished, thank the inner healer, knowing that you can come back at any time. Bid it goodbye as he or she or it goes back into the dwelling place. And make your way to the edge of the clearing where your animal guide was waiting. Have the two of you walk back along that inner path to the original place where you met the animal guide. Thank your guide. Say you'll come again. Express affection to it. And to finish, just sit there on the log by yourself and go over in your mind that recent experience. What was it like? What did it feel like? What did you learn? Think about coming back again and again with more confidence, more awareness, to see what else you can learn from your inner healer. I'll count now from 1 to 5 so that we can return from this relaxed state to our present room. Bring with you any knowledge you've acquired. You might find it helps to quietly write a few notes about your experience when we come out. So I'm counting now from 1 to 2 to 3, moving the fingers and toes. Just letting the body move a little. Have a deep breath at 4. And you might like to have a stretch. Open your eyes at 5, ready to write.